Our next guest made the excruciatingly difficult decision to give her child up for adoption. A sacrifice, she says, was to ensure that he would have the best possible life, something she was unable, she believed, to give him herself. In her final minutes before giving him away, she recorded a message to her son explaining why she was letting go.
I made this video so that you know how much I love you. Gosh, you're so cute. You're making it hard. I had a hard time even considering placing you with a different family when you were my last piece of Caden. I made this decision purely out of love because I knew I couldn't give you what I knew you needed, which is a mommy and a daddy. I just want you to know how much I love you and how much your daddy Caden loved you. And I hope your daddy's watching over us right now.
Hannah Mongie joins us from her home in Provo, Utah. Welcome, Hannah.
Hello.
Hi. What is it like to watch that again for you?
I have seen it, I want to say hundreds of times. But I feel like when people make like different versions of it and stuff, I kind of like see a little bit of like their perspective, if that makes sense. And I don't know, it comes in waves, and as of recently it's been a wave again, and so seeing that, it's kind of emotional of hopefully he's watching over us.
The he you're referring to is Caden. That was your boyfriend at the time who unexpectedly passed away during your pregnancy. You had decided together before he died to place your child up for adoption. What was going on in y'all's life at the time that you made that decision?
Ooh, this is emotional, man. I mean, at that time, I had just graduated high school. He was just starting college. We both were just very new to the whole adulthood thing and didn't have any sort of like real education or jobs or anything. And so, I don't know, we were just kind of taking it one step at a time, but we decided together that we were going to place, tag, and I don't know, we looked at families together and just had all these conversations of what it was going to look like placing a child, like what our relationship was going to look like. And we decided to stay together just in case it had worked out in the end. It was cut pretty short. So, yeah.
I have to say, you're one of the most fascinating people I've ever interviewed in my life. Easily. I'll tell you why. You are so raw and real. And I think I can tell when people are putting up a shield. I put up shields sometimes myself. You're watching this and you're still processing everything that's happened and this decision that you don't regret. You were 7 months pregnant when you found your son's adoptive parents, Emily and Brad. You looked through thousands of families. What hit you about them? And I'm sure part of the process was, what would Caden want me to? Would Caden like this family too?
Yeah. In my video that went viral, I talked about how he wanted to teach his son baseball if it was a boy. And so because of that, I was really I want to pick a family that loves baseball. And I found this family, and a lot of their pictures on their profile just had like baseball games, and everybody was wearing baseball hats. And I was like, oh, he would love this. But they just had a letter to the birth mom, or the potential birth mom, on their page, on their profile. And they talked about how birth moms were looked at as the angels of the family.
Aww.
And upon reading that, I just was in tears, and I was like, this is it. Like, this is the family.
This is the family. Tag is still part of your life because you have an open adoption. Looking back, because the show is about the ultimate sacrifice, this sacrifice you made, this is how you envision it would be played out when you see his life today?
Honestly, I can't even explain to you how astounded I am at this adoption. When I was pregnant, had heard about open adoptions, like, oh, that you get pictures once a year. So that was what I had understood. And then I learned from a lot of birth moms that you can choose how open you want it to be. And when I first met them, I was like, is once a month like too much? And they were like, no, that sounds cool. And we babysit him now. Like,
so this is the dream you had for him. This is what you'd hope for him.
Yeah, it's more than I thought. Brad and Emily are better parents than I could be at this point in my life. Like 5 years out, or 4, I guess, I still am so much more confident in their abilities to parent him. He gets 2 brothers right now. He has so many cousins that look like him too, which none of them are blood related. And everybody's just the same age, and it's just a big family. And
that is so
all of the
beautiful.
birth families get to be part of it.
That's beautiful. Well, I appreciate you sharing this story, and it went viral for a reason, because it is real and it resonated. Thank you, Hannah, so much for talking to me.
Thank you.